Okay, so the only thing I do need is these. We're going to start off by, I'm going to get my camel. That's right, camel. Cody bought me this, and it was absolutely hilarious. He has made a lot of good evenings now, laughing and sharing camel with friends. And it's pretty damn good. Although, honestly, I've just been making it mostly into meatballs or hamburgers because that's all I can really come up with to do for camel. I guess it's also ground camel, so that's the other reason. So we're gonna add a couple different things tonight for it. It's pretty tasty though. That's gonna be some Parmesan cheese. Let's call this a condiment night because I'm just using up the condiments that are in my thing. Gonna need some breadcrumbs. Let's see where those are. It might be a little lower. Right there. Add in some breadcrumbs. Gonna need an egg. So camel is actually available on Amazon. So I got it on my Amazon wish list, and then Cody got it for me, and I've been eating it ever since. And it's very good in protein, lean meat, so it's pretty good. So I'm making camel meatballs. TWHS. I've also had that situation happen. Okie dokie. Never had it. It's not very common to meat, that's for damn sure. But it's alright, valuable. I think it's been a full week officially since Vivian has died, and I'm not gonna say I'm over it, but cowgirl style, it just, you can't dwell on it too much. Put my hands washed up. So it's not like I'm over it, and it's not like it didn't matter, it's just I can't dwell forever there. If I did that sort of thing, I would never have half the shit I have. My finger. Okay. Those who don't know, I completely fucked my finger up. I jammed it on a horse's neck, and it hurts like a bitch. I'm gonna need for that. I'm having camel balls for dinner. Camel meatballs. Been doing this. I've had it a few nights now, and it is pretty damn good. So Hi, Mike. You want some too, don't you? Before I get started on making the balls and all that, I am going to heat up the water and get my water for the mashed potatoes going. It probably should have me slightly concerned about having all my fruit show up in plastic, but I live where there isn't a lot of great produce or selection of really anything. So I love doing the Blue Apron meals. However, I am starting to plan the garden for the year, and I'll be super excited to get out in the garden and get my own veggies growing and that sort of thing. Milo, leave it alone. You guys can't see his little nose coming up on the counter. So there's the water. Let's get that going. So, hi, Robert. We are going to mix up my camel balls now. I won't ever forget Vivian. Vivian was my first foal. This was not a good idea. I should have done my other hand because my pinky can't do anything right now. All is okay. I have been much more active on YouTube. I have my TikTok and YouTube going right now, and I definitely prefer going there, so it's a much easier place. I'm up in Vermont where it is getting dark out already. It is 7:33. So let's make some camel balls. Got this all kneaded. I don't think anybody wants to move to Vermont. It is 28 degrees Fahrenheit, making it basically -1 Celsius. And it sucks. I'm very over winter, basically. So I'm glad you guys enjoy my content. I don't know if you are here or wherever. It's a good ball size, right? Kind of like, I don't know, I tend to make them a little too big, but I gotta fit, so. Aiden, you're gonna see that on other platforms. Make sure I don't go any bigger. Bigger is not better. So. Texas is always bigger, yes. I don't know, I kind of like poppable sizes from time to time. Bigger is not always better, even in food. Yeah, so these are camel meatballs. And then I've got a steak dinner with broccoli and potatoes. These are camel meatballs. I did add Parmesan cheese to these, so they might be a little cheesy. So bigger is not better, but quality is better. That's where it's important. I always am tired. I've been feeding a foal every 2 hours. So as soon as you get up at 1, 3, 5, and 7, then I can hear about how you're not tired. Yeah, so, yeah, you see, you gotta make sure they're balanced. They roll well. That's how you make sure it's nice and round. Yeah, you know, I'm not for, what is that other stuff? I've never had, don't ask for the recipe. TikTok will have this AI situation where it tells you, like, what to do. It's so funny. Okay. And we've got one last ball, and then this is done. This will take a little bit to cook. I'm from Vermont, and I got some videos. Woody, Milton, Vermont. So you're in the same shitstorm I'm in. I'm born and raised. I've loved Vermont. I am getting really sick of winter this year. And I don't even mean winter. I actually enjoy winter. However, the start of spring, this shit is the worst. Oh. Milo, you are right in the way as always. That's okay. I got it. We have a bigger one. Okay. Probably gonna wash this out. So. Get our potatoes going. It's been a long, cold winter, yes. That's weird, because that bag has like 5, and this bag has 3, but they go off of weight, so I guess it's just efficient that way. My dog is adorable. I have not been eating enough potatoes lately. Let's actually make an obnoxious amount of potatoes. Maybe I should be, should probably be growing these instead of eating them. Nice, Milo. Massive pot. What's that? Let's make a massive pot of potatoes. Okay, a big one. We'll just go with a big one. Doesn't need to be massive. But let's go with a big pot. I'm sure there's a way to enjoy leftover potatoes. I'm not really great about having extra food in the house, so this will probably help. Bang, bang, boom. Making lots of noise. I am going to peel these potatoes because they're not in the best condition. I'm not going to peel these potatoes because they're fine. So, I think I would probably rather be anywhere right now than our state. As much as I love my state, I can't stand the fact that it is so nasty. It's not just the weather, it's the lack of sun. I can handle 28 as long as it feels like 35. But instead it's 28 Fahrenheit, by the way, everybody, and feels like 16. You know how annoying that is? Like, it's just so frustrating. Finished your work early today. I sort of did. These potatoes are kind of old as hell, too. I think I got them from Thanksgiving. I host Thanksgiving, so. Yeah, weather hasn't been fun. Losing a horse wasn't fun. I did work. I rode my light horse. I also drove a team today, and kind of getting it back into that mentality is going to be a lot of fun. So. What is everybody else having for dinner tonight? I'm making extra potatoes, so we don't have to cook as much. Extra. It also probably will go really nice with the camel meatballs. Steak fajitas are my favorite. Club sandwich, not bad. Jack potato and beans. Don't know what that is. Jack is in rabbit? I don't know, potatoes that were in my closet, basically. They were getting kind of creepy looking. They're looking better now. I should probably add potatoes to more things. Like a filler. Nothing nutritious though, is it? Thanks, guys. Today I'm doing mashed potatoes. So, boil the shit out of it and whip them in my machine so I don't have to. Maybe I'll mash them by hand. Consistency is a little better when it's by a machine though, right? The camel meatballs literally don't produce like any oil on their own. They're so there. Scissors aren't gonna help me. I've got to chop these because my hand often hurts and I don't have the power that I should. Somebody being a dick. Hello from Vermont, to Vermont. Where's everybody else from? Right, if you don't know, I'm from Vermont. If you don't know where that is, it's in the upper New England area of the United States. Australia. Morning. Top of the hour to you. Caleb, I think you kind of are a problem. Massachusetts, South Carolina, to the window, to the walls. Upstate New York, UK, Kentucky, sup. Just ignore it and it will go away. Okay. Canada, Texas, all over. Holy crap. Kentucky. Chicago. It's gonna make me read ridiculous stuff out loud because Nebraska. Camel balls, steaks, broccoli, and mashed potatoes. As soon as we get there. It's gonna take a while to get there. What are you guys having? What's everybody else having for dinner? Some others. Check. Dirty Jersey. Love Jersey. Woodstock. Fuck Woodstock. Okay. Smoked ribs. Eggs and bacon. Give me some pancakes and I'd be up for that one. Goulash. What's the other? Chop suey. Isn't that the other term for goulash? This might have been too many potatoes. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. The pop will have too many potatoes. Smoked turkey legs. I got hit in the face with one of those one time. And a pancake. I'll get yours with whipped cream. Thank you guys. The cowboy hat's outside, I think. Right now. Okay, got through this. Hopefully that boils soon. Okay, next case. Oh, actually, I was going to add some onion to it. Let's see if I end up crying over it. I do not have a WhatsApp. I do not have a Telegram. You guys should know that by now. Too confident with a knife. I think it's because I've chopped up a lot of stuff. It's not even a good knife. Let's not get too political here tonight. It's kind of a scary world that we're in, and I just want to spread happiness with my dinner. So, let's get some of this in here. Put a damp cloth on it. How about this? Thoroughly chop it. Toss it right in. Won't hurt me that way. No hablo español. By the way, for those who don't know, means I don't speak Spanish. A little ironic. Ironic, isn't it? You know you have actually listened to so many TikTok sounds when you like randomly say them throughout the day. Ironic, isn't it? I don't know how long potatoes take to boil. Oh wow. It was the garlic that got me? Really? This is a little embarrassing. I was doing fine until I got to the garlic, and now I'm gonna cry. Okay. Pressure points, get it over with. Here we go. Bread in your mouth. I don't like the idea of soggy bread in my mouth. Sure, it would have helped. You'll need a lot of garlic. It's a good thing you guys are in my bed tonight because it's going to be a lot of garlic. Killed it. Okay. I don't know what I was waiting for. Did you cook tonight or did you eat out tonight? How many cooks cook for them, so on and so forth. $7.99 a month. Is that what you're asking? Or how much garlic? I am trying to currently get garlic pressed up so that way I can start cooking my, well, I just cut up an onion, so I don't think I'm tired as much as I'm just frying. Thanks for your concerns. You cook in the house, made spaghetti, chicken bowl, carb. Okay, what are we doing? Broccoli carrots. Rehydrate the dates and lemon juice. I'd rather. Let's just do it. We'll do it tonight. Do all of what they say. Who closed last side? Smash it. Did it. Sorry. I'm supposed to be hydrating chili beans with lemon juice. So. Wash and chop. Pit, dates, and roughly chop. Okay, rehydrate in water. And then broccoli. Peel broccoli. Okay. Potatoes. Done. Sour cream. Perfect. Carefully hydrate the potatoes and lemon juice as much as red pepper flakes. We don't want that. Okay. Smash butter and fondant on top. Okay. Okay. Glad I read through that. There's a pit in here. We gotta get that pit out. Time for a shower. I haven't finished cooking. Dated lemon juice and broccoli. This would be an interesting combo. One thing I'm going to say is I'm not doing the red pepper fresh flakes. I did one of those the other night and it almost ruined my meal. What is everyone's drink of choice tonight? This is going to go great with mine. Heyo. Drizzle of olive oil. What's everybody doing for dinner for tonight? I'm doing a blue apron meal that I'm trying to rehydrate figs in lemon juice. Hey, hey. What you got cooking? Let's get this going. You guys like broccoli or not? Steak dinner is a steak dinner. Love broccoli. Love my attitude. Oh, thanks, honey. I have no tattoos. I am more of a piercings girl. I have 3 piercings on just my body alone. Peas on broccoli? What the hell's peas on broccoli? I love both. Okay. Don't forget to S&P, right? BDSM, S&P. Like Brussels sprouts, me too. The orphan poll is doing well. I did make a video trying to update everybody on it. It is almost the approach of what I call a counting down hour. So basically, 1 hour it's like she needs to be fed, and the next hour it's a countdown to feeding her. That's gonna help that out a lot. It's gonna be a long time to cook this dinner. I am in the north. I'm up in Vermont. I'm hoping these potatoes start to boil pretty soon. Pretty sure in the meantime I can have a meatball. These are camel meatballs. I mean Vermont, but pretty close. They're hot. Hot balls. I do not work out. I should. How close am I to Canada? I mean, the whole state is no more than 5 or 6 hours. Piercings, yes. Tattoos, no. I cooked camel meatballs. But that's not really what's supposed to be for dinner tonight. Potatoes are about to boil. Swipe away if you don't know what to eat, but that's how you know if you're cooking something that's tasty. So I think you should definitely taste what you're eating. Cook what you're eating. Taste what you're eating. Okay. While we're waiting for that, okay. Add a lot of sour cream to potatoes. Yes, it's truly camel. It's pretty good. Highly suggested. You can get it off of Facebook, not Facebook Marketplace, Amazon. How long do you boil potatoes for? They take forever. Okay. Let's cut my steaks 3. Garlic steaks. That's why I don't normally get gluten from steaks, but I don't know what inspired me the week I was cooking. Grass-fed flanks. Yukon is the name of my bull's stud, by the way. Good evening. Got my steaks out. There we go. So if you cook enough that you don't have to cook for the rest of the week, it saves you a lot of money and time. The chat tonight is on fire. What's up, Logan? Hey, Logan, can you Google how long to cook potatoes for? I'm just gonna end this one because it's not like. Crisp those up. Let's get steak season. Light, boring food when you can season it 10 minutes. being wild tonight, guys. Okay. Then I'm going to take, this is lemon juice with figs. Never tried it before. I usually want to mix up my broccoli a lot besides that. Love that. I am cooking it's broccoli, potatoes, and camel balls, and then these are my steaks. You guys are wild in the chat. What is everybody else having for dinner? What's dinners? Morning for some, please. Irish and chicken, love that. Okay, there's the broccoli. Let's get these steaks going. Make sure I don't fuck this up. People eat. There we go. It is still beyond freezing temps up here, so 28 degrees today, Logan. I have not gotten to plant the garden yet. It will be coming soon, but no garden plans, no gardening yet. It is actually kind of time to get. Oh, those are kind of soft. It is kind of time to order seeds, and I'm probably should get my peas in the ground. Thanks for reminding me. My hair. Dogs are full of shit. Alright, got a lot of shit going on. One minute. Hi. Who are you screaming to? Alright, I'm not going to make mashed potatoes without butter. I already added the sour cream. Now I'm going to add butter. And honestly, a little milk. I will say one of the only problems I have with the Blue Apron is that every now and again they cook stuff that's like got no seasons to it. Because I try to keep things simple. But if you skimp out on too many ingredients, it tastes like shit. So. hopefully we're going to call that good. And I can just do that. There we go. Let's get this going. I do not have WhatsApp. I do not have Telegram. Please do not think I'm there. I can't believe how many times I have to tell people that I'm not on those social medias. It's really easy to get a hold of me. It really is. Okay. Look up, mine. Get out. There we go. If you add enough things to mashed potatoes, they finally start tasting good. There's the steaks. Last but not least, looking for the garlic press. Any closer? Heavy metal music is the best. I prefer country. I'm cooking steaks, broccoli, camel, and mashed potatoes. Got a lot going on. I feel like, what's everyone's secret favorite ingredient to add to their potatoes? And a secret. I don't want to hear about like just thanks. That was a good point. Those who show it can. Those who can't criticize. Love how that's put. Let's make a whole actual see if there's any food. Make a little bit of a roux. Okay, we have potatoes. We might as well make the gravy. Yeah. There we go. I'm not really making it, but it is going to be making it. You can skip this. Okay. Potatoes done. Steak done. Garlic returned to its spot. That is washed. Those are washed. Okay, ironically, I'm going to use the whole whisk here for a second. Whisk together. Okay. It is the Hungry Cow, and finally done. I feel like that took me forever because it did take me an hour to cook. So I got a little bit more crust than I would be happy with. But at least I didn't cook it too bad. Well, medium instead of medium rare. There we go. More potatoes than I could ever need, but they're done. More filling. Broccoli. I already had a camel bowl. I'll probably grab another one. Nice steak. And gravy. I hope everybody has a good evening eating whatever it is that they're having.